Alright, so this is what it looks like with the changes that we make. You've seen our past videos, we'll talk about this. This is the intake we change, brings air over from the colder side of the car, takes it away from right behind the radiator. This pipe also we change, gets rid of the sensor. This particular car has the air intake sensor on the manifold right here. So this doesn't need that sensor at all, so we don't have this little button sticking out that kind of looks out of place. This is the radiator that we sell. It's a dual core aluminum radiator with dual spall fans. It's about double the cooling capacity of the factory one. So we don't have to worry about any overheating problems if this car does get tracked. A few of the little changes we make. See, the reservoir is in the factory spot, but some of the hoses are in a different place. It's much cleaner. Again, it's some of the little changes that we've made to the kit. Again, the spark plugs have been changed. This is a notorious problem with S2000s. These clips break. Part of what I think the problem is this has an aluminum spark plug cover here. So this is like a miniature oven on the engine. So what it does, it dry rots these plastic clips, and then when you need to access them, they break. So there's numerous little tips to fix it. One of the things we do, a little bit of Honda Bond on each plug. That way it won't vibrate off, the heat won't break them loose, and they can be accessed pretty easy by just pulling them apart when you need to change the spark plugs. So one of the other things we're going to do here before we start tuning it, and this is something that we see a lot of, and it's a common maintenance issue. We always check the oil before we do any kind of dynoing. Let me see if you can see this. Can't really see, it's hard to zoom in. Anyway, not only is it low, it's on the bottom of the scale there, which is the 1 quart low. It's dark. You can see how dark it is. We can't let that go. If we're going to drive the car on the dyno and tune it and do a lot of high-speed runs, we need the car to be as healthy as we can. So one of the things is it needs fresh oil. So we're going to be changing the oil before we put it on the dyno and do the tuning. Another thing that we address, this is the factory belt behind here. Or is it here? If that belt is old, looks kind of questionable, we change that before we put the supercharger on, because you see the supercharger is in front of that belt, which makes that belt much harder to change. This is going to have the cover on here. Obviously what we do is we leave it until the car's ran so we can verify the belt tension's correct before we put that cover on. But this belt gets changed. If it looks questionable at all, we put a new belt. That's just one less future problem, one less thing to worry about. So to give you a rundown of what we have over here, I explained earlier in the video the piping that we changed, the intake pipe and the charge pipe. Part of our LHT TLC, which is basically, we're giving you some of our products and trying to go above and beyond. We did our billet master cylinder brace in silver. Everything else on this car has kind of like the silver and polished look, so we kind of kept with that. It has the Skunk 2 header. We did our LHT battery tie, also in billet satin silver. One of the things we did is we color coded the letters to match the blue on the car. Little fine detail, but it kind of looks cool. Same on the master cylinder. One of the other things we did, the intercooler, because he has some of the gold accents on here, we did the lettering on the intercooler in gold. It's kind of a nice touch, I think. So this is an eye-catching car, and this is Kraftwerks Kit number 36. For those that are keeping count. That's if you're not following us on Instagram. We keep posting each time we do a car, we post what car that number represents. Appreciate all the support that you guys give us and the compliments and the fact that you guys follow us and enjoy what we do. We truly love our job, and I think it shows in our videos.